Hey David, really good question. So there's an interesting thing about that. I would say Keith and Herbie are very different types of piano players. It's hard to put them directly next to each other and compare aspects of their playing because they come at it from completely different places. I would say that Herbie is the Herbie's like the spiritual musical depth guy. He takes his whole life and expresses it through piano using all these beautiful colors and expressions, and his interaction with people that he's playing with is the way that he listens and is able to like bring out the best in other people is it's beyond anybody else in music at this point as far as I can tell. Keith Jarrett has more facility and understanding of classical background than any other jazz musician, and he can play circles around anybody else in the game, like technically, and also musically is so deeply profound on an intellectually musical level. Whereas he doesn't, both Herbie and Keith, they don't think about music intellectually when they're playing it, but they, at least as far as I've gathered from their explanations, however, they come at it from these different places that are, sorry, people are texting me as I'm doing this response. They come at it from places that make it really hard to compare the two. If I had to say I had an actual favorite, like if I could only listen to one or the other, I'd probably say Keith, because there's such a hugely varying like spectrum of musicality that he outputs, and Herbie's is more specific and more unique to like the place that he's coming from. Yeah, so I would say Keith, but it's really impossible to actually compare the two. I mean, I would say Herbie and Keith are my two favorite pianists.